Alright, hello. So this is probably the first time a lot of you are hearing my actual voice. So yeah, hello. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a developer commentary on CircLand. And just so I don't mess up or anything, I'm gonna have no clip on for this entire thing. So anyway, we start on the menu, and I'm not sure if people have seen it, but if I turn on debug, if I change levels, the background of the menu changes. Now the weird part is that I don't remember all of these background objects and filters over the player. They're hard coded into the game. So I don't remember hard coding the moon and overlay on this level. It's weird. It's like some ghost watched me code and got annoyed that this one level didn't have a moon or a player thingy. Anyway, now this part, the customize screen, took me quite a while to make. Now originally, these sliders depended on each other. Like, if this was set all the way down, you couldn't change this because these sliders were originally just set to the HSB value to the player, so the computer just, so it sees that the brightness is 0, and then so it doesn't know what hue or saturation to give the player. This part I'm kinda proud of. I don't know, I like how this works, although, yeah, I really should have done the joystick thing better. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the actual game. So level 1. This level was made back when this whole game was just haha circular rates programs based on circles and he hates rectangles. Haha, so funny. So yeah, this was originally just gonna be a normal platformer, but with circles. So the thing, I didn't intend on this, but you can just beat this level by holding down up and right. This wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional at all. So yeah, that's level 1. I really should have chose better colors for the background on this part, because it's burning my eyes. Yeah, this was still, I think it was the first 3 levels where it was supposed to be a normal platformer. Anyway, we've got that bold text. It was originally also shaking, but I didn't like that effect, so I got rid of it. So yeah, that's basically level 2. Not very interesting. Level 3, though, this is where a lot of people get stuck. I mean, not that much, but more than the first two levels. So, a lot of people die to this tiny rectangle. And that's exactly why I put it there. My friends who beta tested this said that they just thought it was supposed to stop you. So anyway, we go up here. This is around the time where I decided maybe the narrator should be VGH. I'm not going to say the entire name, so I'm just going to call him VGH. Anyway, the reason... So originally this level 4 was originally supposed to be near the Rectangle Kingdom. Because the way it worked was... So if you play Rec Room at all, you'll know Crescendo. This game was originally inspired by Crescendo. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted each area to introduce something new, so this one introduces hiding rectangles. I wanted this to be better worded so it's not as cringy, but I didn't know how. And also, you'll notice this inconsistency. Yeah. Some of these separations are lower, and this one is higher and more flat. Yeah, that's why I probably should have actually copy-pasted it correctly. This inconsistency really bugs me. And now that you see it, you won't be able to unsee it. Now this level, a lot of people also get stuck here because I have no clip on, so... But normally you'd die trying to go under here. And that's exactly what I intended. So you have to go on these barely visible stuff. In my universe, you can't walk on clouds. Foreshadowing. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Yay. And now we have this long talk scene. You've probably seen it before if you played CircLand. So I'm just gonna... Oh, right. I'm not in debug mode. I'm just gonna skip it by changing the code. Alright, the Great Plains. Yeah, so this is where this is consistent with I want every area to introduce something. So this one introduces enemies. And I have a feeling we'll see a lot more of them later. Barely sees anyone later. Alright, this one's hard for a lot of people. I honestly don't know why. It's kind of easy. Now this guy, yeah, that guy's painful. Now this part, this caused a lot of rage. Not from me, but from my beta testers and people in the tips and thanks. Up next, CircLand. Yeah, I wanted the Rectangle Kingdom to be like a parallel to CircLand, so CircLand is the terrain in CircLand is mostly just white. Meanwhile, in the Rectangle Kingdom, it's black. Also, the graphics get better as the levels go on, as you can see by my moon. Out of all the things in this game, the moon probably took me the longest. Except the character creation menu, that took a while too. Oh, come on, why am I so bad at this? Yeah, and this is where VGH reveals that he knows what's going on. And then we've got Undertale reference, yay. The Rectangle Village. Originally, CircLand was going to have a village in the background, but that would take too much effort. I can't do graphics. So instead I just made a rectangle village. And then we've got this infamous part. Alright, level 10. Now this level is hard when you first play it, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. I mean, you can say that about pretty much anything in this game, but this level in particular. So this level was meant to symbolize how CircLand and the Rectangle Kingdom were once at peace, and the rectangles had a dedicated area for circles. And I didn't realize it back when I made this, but this level is kind of like the Great Plains, just with fireballs. Level 11, one of the hardest levels in this game. And of course it is, the rectangles know that this doesn't have to be a balanced game. So, in the newest update, I nerfed the hitbox of the fireballs, and this level was one of the reasons. So, the other reason was the two boss fights, and I don't want people to be like, oh, I was a pixel off, no way. Anyway, the boss fight. We can just skip this dialogue. So I didn't know how I wanted to make the king look at first. I tried a few designs, that's the one I liked the best, so yeah. Anyway, I really don't like how it just cuts to the king, but I didn't know how else to make that work. So yeah, we're stuck with the king monologuing while interrupting gameplay. Maybe I should have done something different, like make him talk at the end of the fight or something. I mean, he does already do that, but like, say all that stuff at the end of the fight. So this part, he says he has allies, but he has only one ally. Because I don't know, the other rectangles just thought you were too dangerous. Even though you're literally doing this pacifist style. You're stronger than I thought. It's not like every single villain says that in every single game. Yay. Now that I now that I actually play it and talk about it, this boss fight seems kind of rushed. Even though I spent way too long on it. Fine, you win, blah blah blah. And then VGH just decides to come in and almost kill the king. Keyword almost. Your other left, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna cheat that my way there. Alright, level 13. I'm not sure if anyone has actually put in the effort to decode these messages, but they're just stuff VGH said earlier, but in base 64. And you don't actually have to do that Neo part. Well, look who arrived. So this is the time I talk about VGH. So CircLand isn't the first place he appeared. He actually appeared first in Tortella Island. The one that I deleted. Deleted in quotations. I just removed all the code and added a message in there. CircLand also wasn't supposed to be the first game he's in. It was originally supposed to be a project called Randomness. Randomness, I don't know how to pronounce my own game. But anyway. Yeah, I'll show him after this boss fight. But anyway. So, the idea of VGH, he needs to escape his universe, and he needs universe cores to do it. And he knows everything that goes on outside of the games. So he knows this is a game. And then this part was originally going to be much better, but I'm bad at programming. So I just made it this lame part. Yeah, that's so lame. It was originally going to be a part where circles fall on you. And speaking on things that this boss fight was originally supposed to have, it was originally going to be a rectangle king style boss fight where he traps you in rectangles You can only move this much in either direction. And the cool thing is that VGH would actually show up here while you're fighting, and so would his universe destroying machine. But I'm bad at making graphics. Oh yeah, I'm really happy with this ending. Why did I lock this to the hardest boss in the game? So yeah, I have no idea where I was going with the rectangle king smiling. I tried different designs for that too, and I'm not happy with the one I ended up with. So yeah. Yay, we have our happy ending. And we've got the anti-gravity guy with debugging. And I didn't realize that D was lowercase until I finished the game. But I guess it fits for guy a guy who represents debugging. So yay, everything is made by me. And then we've got YouTube guy who represents the play button. And then just insert my real name here. Pretend my name is Jeff or something. So Electric Dolphin by Jeff. Special thanks. Me! Because I made this game. Ha 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 ha. And so if we go to the normal ending, yeah, everyone's a circle instead of mixes of circles and rectangles. And then, but something seems off. So yeah, you have to get the secret ending, because after the normal ending, this universe gets destroyed. Anyway, let's go to VGH's first appearance. Here we go. So here it is. If we decline, thank you. You have done well. By declining Ness's offer, you have rid him from this program, allowing me to take over. That's one more step towards taking over KA. All thanks to you. So again, thanks for helping me get this far. And then it just loops around. So anyway, that's CircLand developer commentary, I guess.